Tracy Joe Jaco. Welcome to the show for the first time, Tracy. We've been on many
Brad,
together. Just you and I, free flow.
Yeah, I've been watching you from behind the scenes for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember when I met you. It was amazing.
Thank you. Well, look at this. This is a big part of this is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was all you already in, and you asked for a little wisdom, and that's all that I offered it, and you accepted it. And that was so beautiful because then it just turned around and bloomed for you. So I think it's a lovely sign. You did a great job, and your lovely lady helped as well. So we cannot forget her. Oh yeah, three.
It was 3 divine feminine in 3 days. I asked the same question. I went to a shaman, my lady, and you, and all of you came back with practically the same answers for just kind of reconfiguring the logo a bit and some of the suggestions on the design of the show. So the show part in part exists because of Tracy Joe Jaco right here.
Oh, I think it exists because all of us and all your amazing fans that come and listen and watch and help to fan the flame. I call them fans, not followers, because you follower if you follow someone. So we're just fanning the flames of things that we enjoy more of, because that's bringing the embers up and the fire rises, and then more of what's there comes alive. And that's really what we're all about in this group. We're really not about taking down anything. I'm not here to take the Matrix down. I'm here to reveal the way it works so that when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you can fear no evil too, because that's what I call the Matrix. Some people might not call it that. I have met people that love that thing. They love it. And you know what? That's okay. I don't like wacky wild rides. I don't like roller coastery stuff. It's okay. I've learned not to criticize that if I want to allow my light to shine. Because the more I have to criticize something another does, that's called editing them. And we're supposed to edify one another. So
the etymology of words, I love it. How you come up with them.
They're important. You hear them. That's one of the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Being able to hear, being able to see, being able to smell, being able to talk and taste and hear. Those are gifts of the Holy Spirit. They call them your senses here. They're dumbed down. And they're dumbed down because of this right here. When they're activated in a gift of the Holy Spirit, the eyes have a nose, a mouth, and ears. The nose has eyes, a mouth, and ears. The mouth has a nose and eyes and ears. And the ears have a eyes, nose, and mouth. Do you understand what I just shared with you?
That's wild. That's wild.
But if I took away any one of these senses, the other one would be able to produce it for you.
That's right.
Like if I tell you, close your eyes and please don't see the purple elephant standing on the red square. Well, you were expecting a white elephant in this, so your mind immediately. But if you did not have knowledge of what a purple elephant was, a white square, or any of that, you would not be able to see that in your mind. That's why symbols are just as important as words, because they flash a symbol in front of you. Here, I'm just going to use this. I'm not bashing it, but they flash a color, put a word on it, tell you the way it feels and what it means, and then you conform to this.
Right.
Because when I did the map of consciousness and I got all the way up here, I kept hitting my head on this line that said I couldn't go any higher than that, but Jesus did. And if I'm following Jesus out of this, just blew that one out.
Yeah.
So I had to install it, to play it, to understand it, to understand it, to feel it, and then to know this is not an organic thing from GOD.
Yeah.
This is a program from GAWD, Global Awareness Wireless Device, because GOD doesn't have a program for you. He has a plan for you. Yeah. And actually, he had a planet called Earth where we were supposed to come and live out that plan. Mm-hmm. And something went terribly wrong on the way to the planet. And we're just remembering it. I just learned a new word not to say. We're not awakening. If you go to awake, what is awake? It's a thing you go look at a dead body before you bury it. Although you might want to get rid of your old self and then resurrect a new one.
Yep.
You know, self-awareness of.
Yeah, caterpillars to the butterfly.
Yeah, but those are programs. You have to see, I can't believe you. So my very first business card, when I made it at the Angel Cafe, I don't dream, I have visions. So I'm going to be very specific about that, like Joan of Arc. Dreaming is another program for me. That's a program. It has the word REM, your eyes close, and you start doing a download from somewhere. Someone's giving you information. You wake up and you've got the blueprint for, these amazing things. Oh my God, it's going to help people see better. We're going to make 1 million of them and everyone's going to wear it. See, that's not from GOD. GOD wouldn't give you anything that was a material object to create, because love is not like that. So my very first business card at the Angel Cafe, when I wrote it, okay, it says, when you're ready to take the bite, there is no bite out of that apple, because I'm going to explain to you, please don't bite the apple. But it's a little too late, because, I can't, well, see, I covered it, but we all bit the apple, because that's the apple. It's the Apple technology. And it's very, here it is.
Fruit from the forbidden tree.
It's on everything, the apple, you guys, and it's got a bite out of it. And it doesn't just have a bite. A bite is a computer term. Is it not? So they're trying to literally take you and put you inside of that in your mind, because physically, you guys, please, they'll never be able to do that. Okay. You can get an avatar in there. You can get a picture of Brad and I right here on the screen, but I really haven't envisioned it yet. This last battle was for the battle of the mind. What did Einstein say? I only want to know the mind of who?
Man.
God.
That's really?
What he said. Everything
I thought it was man. Okay.
You can look it up. I mean, vet it right there. So that's what he said. And everything else is trivia. Oh, that's a game, right? But so when I heard that, I thought, wow, I only want to know the mind of God too. So that was kind of like where I ended up going with my learning about God, G-O-D, because I didn't know G-A-W-D till later. And that's capital G, capital A. I wish I had a blackboard. Like, I really need to start learning how to use technology, because I could just really write these things out and help people to see it. G stands for global, A stands for awareness, W stands for wireless, and D stands for device. I can't show you my phone because I'm talking into it right now, but it's a global awareness.
That ringing in your ears, it's your brain hitting the emergency button. And if you ignore it, it only leads down 2 paths, both ending in a hospital bed. If you're dealing with that unbearable sound, pay attention. It's your brain screaming for help.
Anyone who doesn't treat ear ringing is gambling their health.
Hi, everyone. I thought I would jump on here because so many people ask me questions about tinnitus. My name is Dr. Emily Carter, and I'm a clinical audiologist. People always wonder, is tinnitus just caused by loud noises, or is it something happening inside the brain? The truth is, it's more complicated. And I want to share something really important you need to know about it.
Do you hear that ringing in your
awareness wireless device? This is God. That's what it says. And people go, oh my God, look what just happened. And then someone else comes in and they go, oh my God. Now, see, you just converted someone. You both called it God, and where 2 or more are gathered in my name over the new altar device called the Apple.
Yep.
You see, you guys, that's how easy it is. But that's intelligence. I'm talking intelligence.
Yep.
Okay, I'm talking Pentium processor inside the computer. You call a pineal gland in your head, but in the computer, it's a Pentium processor. That's the pineal gland of it, right? Right? Wouldn't it be? I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of making that up, but I would think so. Okay.
Free flow. I love it.
So, you have to be aware, not awake, because if you're awake, you're sitting in somewhere looking at a dead body in a box. That's awake, where you go to watch somebody before you bury him. Okay. We're not awake. We're aware, and we are remembering. because they put a blanket of forgetfulness. You can call it the veil. Let's call it what it is. It's the veil of forgetfulness.
Yeah.
It's easier to forget than to do all this hard work. It's easy to say the Our Father, but to actually turn it on in your body. This is an endocrine activation prayer for the body.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. This is Edgar Casey. So this is what Jesus taught. This is an endocrine activation system. And the way it's said makes you think of where you're supposed to be. It's not what they told us. They told us something like, don't look at me and bow your head. Like, that's a shepherd's staff, right? Like,
Yep.
your spine should be straight upright, and it should be so straight it's pushing your heart forward, because your heart energy should be out further than your Pinocchio nose. And I'm just going to say it like that, because we're all a bunch of liars. We don't mean to be. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Nobody was here to teach wisdom. Why? This is why I believe, okay? I asked a lot of questions to my angels. I'd like to introduce them to you. Their names are Metatron and Sandalphon. Okay? I have no ELs in they're archangels, they're master angels. I'm not, it's different for me. And it's okay. You need to know your angels, okay? And trust them and let them train you and help you to grow, because that's all I've done. So I was cradled into this Catholic faith and I loved it. Okay, I didn't think anything was going on there. I didn't know. Because why? Because everyone was in the valley of the shadow of death. And there was no evil to fear at that time, you guys. We were all playing in it. They raised us in it. We didn't know any better. We had no idea. We didn't know the programs were being plowed into the field of my mind. So later on, when I saw the color red or saw anything like this, I would think I was this thing, and I had to put all of it on to take all of it off, and then to reveal what was actually inside here. And it was amazing when I met myself. It was after I met myself, I was so okay in the world with everyone not ever understanding me again.
It really is a separation, right? The indoctrination is a separation of self, and then obviously giving up its sovereignty to something of authority, the way it's claimed. Would that be fair to say?
That would be very fair to say. And having it done so ever easily and gently to the American public, while there were actually other people being indoctrinated into that system that were actually being used and abused. We were just being patterned after them. Kathy O'Brien, okay, let's say she was born into a family okay. So let's use Shirley, because see, Kathy O'Brien wasn't famous yet. She's famous now because she's one of my most amazing heroines that have helped me to find my own voice and to not be afraid to go back and learn my own story. Because I had a pretty good made up story, the white picket fence and the 5 kids, and we were it was a perfect family. We didn't have anything like that going on in my family. We'll defend that. But really the underlying things that start to come up later in your own life as you're trying to learn who you are, you have to go back and revisit who you were, because it's not who you are now. We're not trying to return to who we were. We're trying to walk into who we are. Most of us are from the future. I'm from the future. I'm not a past lifer. I came from the future into the now to look into the past and to go, oh, that's all messed up. We better go fix some of that. Energetically, we could walk into it by playing those roles. Oh, I was so and so. But what did you do there? Like Michael does. He goes back and he tells the story of remembering it wasn't like that. And he's not afraid to say it. I don't remember it being that way when I was there. in that practice was a lot of people wanted to come and get some. And then I saw the practitioner needed to give some, and like they left happy. And I'm 64.
There's another board, yeah. Wow,
And there's Solomon's Temple, and there's your body
Incredible.
right there.
incredible.
Yeah, they're not teaching the things for spiritual life, and then they gave us the word religion. So if we want to learn anything, about anything else, because you have to learn things about stuff to understand. Like I had to put all of these on to turn them off. So I thought, oh, let me put these in. I'm going to shine brighter. Ooh, more of this. It's like knowledge. You're like, more. How much more can I put in the sacred vessel? How much brighter can I shine? Every time I started doing these things here, I didn't shine more. For me, it was more like the Archon came out, and then the control system for whatever this system was, I had to follow it. Because when I say what I'm about to say, it really pissed some people off, and I got really quiet again. And I shouldn't have, but I'm not here to make anyone mad. You can keep all the things on you want, like, whatever you want, guys. I decided to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because it didn't serve me. It made me serve a system. I had to take time to learn about this, the culture, the this, the that, the colors, the this, the what it meant, the do it this way, do what it mean. It really took me further away from God and took me a lot closer to GAWD, because all of the knowledge that you have to use is inside of these devices now. Books are ancient history. When did they burn the books? Didn't someone say that was Alexandria? Oh, wait, they did it again in the now.
Library of Alexandria, yeah.
No, they did it again in the now time when they said, give me your book. I want to put it on Kindle. Kindle? What's Kindle? Oh, it's this really cool thing. And you can have 1 million books on it. You have to burn the book to get it on the Kindle. What's Kindle? It's how you start a fire. You just burn the books in Alexandria again, because the old ancient writings can be changed with a dot.
The first name of Kindle was
With the
Kindle Fire.
push. Yeah, and guess who's who's Wicca? I know it's Wiki, but most people say Wikipedia. Wicca is witchcraft.
Yep.
And you have to learn it, you guys. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. Might be good for you. I looked at it, played with it a little bit, and I went, oh, this is what we do as Native Americans. It's called healing. Why do you got to add all the hokey pokey and turn yourself around this winter? Because this is medicine. It's fun to do, though. The hokey pokey's fun. And all those things are fun. Braiding your hair and putting this and putting on, and carrying around this. And, after a while, it has to go. Because when age comes, no one's looking at a 64-year-old, and you look stupid. 64 isn't the new 30, you guys. Whoever told you that wants to sell stuff. Period. 64 should be optimized. That's why I do LifeWave. I'm optimizing this amazing creation that I didn't know. Had I known in my 20s, I want to help all these young kids optimize at 20.
Yep.
So by the time they don't waste all this, optimization isn't something you do because you're old. It's something you do every second. You optimize the moment. Like, what is the most I can get out of this? What is the most I can bring to this? Okay. So optimization is a really important word in my field. And I'll use allegory and metaphor because I don't have a field, but I am a field. So in my field, I plant seeds that will optimize this field. Okay. So we have the power to do that, you guys. I'm noticing everyone I'm around here, and when I came back home, not one product that I use now, they know anything about. It's like I just got back from Jupiter.
Yes.
Back in the atmosphere, drops. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we sing in my
Drops
house.
of
Okay?
Jupiter.
Mike's not, yeah, Mike's not the only one.
Hey, hey, yeah.
That's right.
Look, we can harmonize. Yeah,
We should all sing. Yes, we should all
yeah.
sing.
She knows Tybo. Yeah. there we
That's right, right.
go.
Oh, why does
Billy,
somebody have
good
to
old
bother
Billy.
you in the middle of
Tybo.
Sue?
hmm
But anyway, okay, back to where we were. We were about
Yeah, so
taking all of these.
I think that
things
the
off.
distinction, if you don't mind for the audience, just before you go on, about, going back to a place where you were raised in, have family, and the products that you use and the frequency you carry is nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found, nor even discussed, I would imagine, in that environment you've just walked back to. Hence your statement of, it's like I just came back from Jupiter, and like, what's going on here? Where you stepped in a time warp and you're like, why, how is it at this point in time, this day and age, almost 2026, some of even our greatest loved ones in our lives are not even there, not even close to being there? Is that part and parcel what you were referring to?
Absolutely. It's so funny. Some people want to be there, but then they can't change. It's like Roseanne Barr was saying, you're going to see it. The difference is this.
Yeah.
If you can change, you're going to make it. If you can't change, I mean, this is deep articulating all around me. I mean, I just got to show that dresser over there to everybody.
Absolutely. Yep.
You see that white 9-drawer dresser over there?
Yep.
I'm 64. That's still here. That's one of my nightmares.
Well, describe why it's a nightmare, because we were talking before show.
Well, if all the clothes were folded in the drawer, it got opened and all the clothes got thrown onto the ground, and then you had to do it over. I mean, if like one thing wasn't, like all the rest was right, but you might have looked the other way and maybe Mom Dearest reached in there and made it messy on purpose just so she could throw it out. I don't know. They were doing weird things during the time that we were born.
Yeah.
My generation. I'm
inspection.
60. I'm a 60. So I was born in 61.
Mhm.
So if you compare, I mean, I can, because we know what we know, because we've studied it to try to free ourselves. Okay. They don't know, but you can totally see all their trauma in it, because you were all the same family. But I'm not here to change them. I'm here to just recognize. I've been in Egypt for a long time because I've been in denial, just floating around, But it's time to remember. It's time to say it's okay. I can handle what I didn't think I could handle. That whatever it was, we got fractured a little to create a little place of safety. Religion did that, though.
Yep.
Okay? It just did, because there's too many of us, Brad. Our group of people, we're all survivors that are all coming together. We're all finding one another, finding a safe place, creating a field where we can come together and talk about these things as they come out, because that's just how it happens. Like, there's no planning for this, but we're all brave. And if we don't do our own work while we're doing this work we're doing, we don't make any ground. And I can tell who's doing their work and who's not.
Want to know why they don't sell this little green laser at the shooting range? Because if you had it, you'd never waste another round zeroing again. No lane fees, no ammo costs, and it only takes 10 seconds to do it at home. This thing is...
Because some of us are really making ground, okay? We are talking about things. We are exposing things that people don't want to hear about, but too bad. We're going to throw the truth in the airwaves, and it's going to land in the water, and the water's going to heal it. And when the water heals it, because what we're doing, it's vibrational and it's frequency. We're changing that. See, we don't really, the things that are tangible, that's not what we're doing. Well, they tell me to pick this up. What we're doing is we're changing the things. So we actually live under the 7 deadly sin contract.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Deadly sins, greed.
And the only cure I have found for the 7 deadly sins are the heavenly virtues that most people don't really even know what they mean.
Charity, chastity, diligence, humility, kindness, patience, temperance.
Okay,
Mhm.
so the way it works is when you're feeling greedy, go backwards and do an act of charity.
Yeah.
Don't move forward from this. If you move forward in greed and you don't have wisdom behind you,
Mhm.
you will make bad choices.
Excellent.
Okay. So go
Excellent.
backwards. When you're feeling lustful, chastity. Find it. Okay. And you know what it's like to be a chaste woman, ladies? To be chaste. Not physically chased by someone, to be chaste. If you practice this, young girls, look it up, find out what it means, put it inside you, and think about it a little bit. You'll be the most chaste girl of all of your friends. Girls that have chastity don't give it away. Don't give it away. Like all the songs tell you, they tell you everything and then they tell you not to be that way.
Yeah.
But everything in the society that this motherboard has programmed for you, the mall, the mall, the school, the football game, concert
Mhm.
hall, it's all got the reverse message in it. So you do the things you hate and you hate the things you do.
Mhm.
And then what is
Wow.
the goal? You to be confusing you. They win once you're confused and you don't know what you do. And when I hear it's all good pop out of your mouth, they have you. It's not all good. This is a duality reality for a reason. When did you not get discernment training?
Yeah.
At least 101. Come on, everyone. And if you're going to even use the word awakened to me or call yourself enlightened, and when you are enlightened, you don't go yes and you don't go no. You neutralize yes or no. You don't go up and you don't go down. You neutralize up and down. You're the comfort zone in the middle. Okay?
That's authenticity in a way. That's the sovereignty that we all have. And that aspect as well is part of how the indoctrination, the training, right?
Again,
The experience is to remove it, to follow, like you said, fall low. I love how you put that. Fall low.
Well, they definitely don't want you to learn how to not,
No.
can't touch this.
Yeah.
So I want to explain a little bit. I did, I'm not a past lifer. I come from the future into the now. I've always said that. That was one of the first things when I met Jaco that I said, because he's such a past lifer. But I did go and I did got my certification, with the one and only Dolores Cannon.
Oh my gosh, that was a big way. QHHT was a big one for me.
This was
Thank
huge
you.
because
Huge.
once I saw who she was talking to,
Yeah.
I realized there was a prisoner inside there too that was silenced. But she helped me find my light. We did she really gave one-on-one time for people that she just came and got me and took me aside, and I just had amazing. I don't know how to say when
You got to meet her?
Oh yeah, one-on-one, yeah. There was maybe 20 of us in the group, maybe 25. They put a bed in the middle. We got to see the actual how it happened, who came up in this woman and talked. It was very interesting what I saw, but that's not what I went for. I went because I didn't go to learn how to do it to other people.
Yeah.
That takes a very special individual who's going through another training program that I've already done.
Mhm.
In this life where I am now, that I've already graduated. I am responsible and trusted enough to be able to go into somebody's field and just go, I'm not going to go in there and take out this and boogie boogie that. I'm not learning that. I've already done it. Because all that's supposed to happen there is the person that comes to you by the time they're done should exceed you, at least in energy. And not because you gave them yours.
No.
Because they were able to find and tap into their own. Okay.
Mhm.
So what I started seeing in that practice was a lot of people wanted to come and get some. And then I saw the practitioner needed to give some, and like they left happy and this one left drained. And anytime I hear a practitioner saying they're drained, they're not doing,
No,
something's
that's right.
wrong. You got a
Yep.
crack in your auric field. Something's going, you're bleeding out energy.
Well, yeah,
You
when you
got-
have source.
You got one
know,
of these
you-
going on.
Source is empowering you. I mean, I learned that distinction was very powerful for me with the Reiki master when I went through two, and then years and years later felt right enough to do the mastership. And she said, listen, anybody who is providing Reiki to another, you should feel amazing after, just like the individual. This is coming from source. And if anybody's never heard of this before, just think Jedi in a way, because everybody's probably seen the Star Wars movies. But again, if you've got benevolent source energy, which is running through you, channeling through you, is part of you, you're part of it. And then you're sharing that, you both being uplifted. And what Tracy Joe is mentioning here is if somebody is going out and getting better and the other one's feeling diminished, that's wrong.
There's
There's
a
an
feeding
inverse
going on.
relationship
Someone's
of energy
eating.
here. It doesn't
Yeah.
work there. Yeah, it's about creation, not deletion. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. I want to share this one story. I thought it was funny when I started realizing that I was more than these. And when I say that, I'm saying that very humbly and very meekly. I don't have a big head. Well, I actually do have quite a large forehead, but I got a lot of brain in there. And if you can't laugh at yourself, you guys
The Pleiadian.
learn how. But anyway, this is a fun story because this is when I realized this was like game on with some people. So I'm in South Carolina. We're in this really cool. You can get massages, get some light therapy. Someone's doing tarot readings over there. They had brought in all this old carved wood from like Tibet and stuff. It's just really cool,
Nice,
cool
nice.
place. You could go have some tea over there, And I'm just looking at stuff, but I'll feel you behind me if you're pegging me, dude. I'm too aware.
Yeah.
My mom used to tell stories. She would have this recurring dream for her where she would part my hair, and every time she would part it, I would have all these eyes in my head.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Those are words I want to hear because that's
Yeah.
a Holy Spirit thing. But anyway,
Seraphim.
so I'm feeling this, and I'm just looking at clothes. I think Mike was getting a massage or something. I'm a little iffy about touch, but so she comes around. I see her coming. That wide angle vision thing we teach.
Yeah.
I could be looking at a really cool piece of jewelry, but I'm still knowing you're coming, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. So she comes in. I see her, and she's like, "Just been noticing you." And I said, "Oh, well, I'm just here visiting. My husband's doing something back there." She goes, "Oh," she goes, "I've never met anyone that doesn't have a sacral chakra."
For anyone looking to zero their scope, don't fire a single shot until you do this. Did you know you can get a perfect zero by simply doing this 10-second zeroing hack at home? You may not know this, but anyone, even rookie shooters, can zero in their AR, pistol, or even their 12 gauge without firing a single round or spending $1 on ammo or range fee. I'll show you right now.
This is the Bore Sighter by MCG Tactical. Drop it in your barrel, turn it on, line it up with your scope with the green laser dot. You just got a perfect zero without firing a single shot. No trips to the range, no guessing, no spending $25 on ammo just to get it on paper. And yeah, it works with every caliber. Your 17 HMR, your 308, even your 12 gauge slug gun. You can use it anywhere, in your office, in your...
And I went, "Hold on a minute. Mirror bubble off. Now let's talk about that sacral chakra you don't have."
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Because I've been prayed for, P-R-A-Y, and I've been preyed upon, P-R-E-Y.
Yep.
Okay. And some people just don't have discernment training 101. Maybe because they come from the past and I don't know. Find your future self. You all have one, because I just have let my past self be past. So if I pull it here now, that's lesser than what I am. So I don't play in that field anymore.
Yeah.
People come up to go, "I know you from a past life. We used to be together." No, sir. Don't know you. Ain't gonna happen. Bad pickup line.
Yeah.
Just like, that's a silly game people like to play. I was Cleopatra. No, you weren't. My sister was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you
Yeah,
gotta
break
have
that
fun.
pattern and get that pattern interrupt going.
I'm not saying you can't play in that field, but you can. But understand what you're doing when you grow up as a soul and spirit.
Yeah.
You're just playing. It's okay to play. It's okay to learn in those fields. That's what they were for. This was a holographic experience to come and learn. You were allowed to come here and do things bad because when you left here, you don't get to leave until you don't do them anymore. Guys, this is a petri dish. God said, come co-create, and I'm going to see what kind of co-creator you are. If you create, oh, I never told you what God meant. Generator, operator, destroyer, G-O-D.
Ooh, I like
I think
that.
you are.
Wow.
You're the operator. So you generate it, that's Metatron. You operate it, okay, that's you learning, okay, with your one angel. And if you make it and do good, he introduces you to the other one, destroyer. Because if you generate something, you operate it, and it's not good for one person, one plant, one mineral kingdom, one star in the sky, you better destroy it. I don't care if it makes you $1 million. That's why I don't dream, you guys, because those thoughts are not coming from God. My God thoughts are generated from the toroidal field in my heart that is never turned off. And because it's never turned off, dreams can never get in. Dream has the word REM in it, and I already said it. When your eyes start doing that, you're getting a download. You're getting a frequency. You're actually hearing something. Remember I said your ears have eyes, a nose, and a mouth? You will really experience that in 3D as if it is HD real. What did I say? HD, right? Hard drive?
Yeah.
Heart driven? No. But a vision is different. Eyes are on in a vision, you guys. So, and the word ion is even in vision. It's alive.
Yeah.
You're alive. It's
And that's what we get from the ocean. That's where our water. That's our
So
that's
I mean,
our
really.
retake and our uptake in a regeneration pattern with the ions.
So we have to get back to finishing the story about those pictures. So I had this. This is when this is so intense, but I'm gonna tell it. So I was able to turn this off. I'm looking for them. Hold on, because I have to show you.
The chakras.
Yeah. Oh, here they are. I can use these two. Okay. So really, and we're going to go and use, I like to just throw things, guys. It's just kind of a prop. This thing right here. This right here, or these two right here. Meet yourself. Okay. Remember that you got an angel on one side that tells you to do these things and one on the other. They sit on your shoulders. Remember?
Yep.
Okay. But so then they teach you this thing as above, so below in this system, right? Oh, as above, so below. So I started playing with this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see a lot of this going on. Like the word mom upside down says, wow.
Mm-hmm.
The word Mickey Mouse, when it's reflected, says wicked.
Yep.
Okay. So I played with this for a while. It was pretty cool. Let me see different ways of looking at things, right? Okay. So the reason you only know about one of them is because you would think that it mirrors you. Your other, one is your masculine side, one is your feminine side. These are all words that make pictures in your head and cause confusion in your mind because you don't know how you're wired. Okay. So if it's as above, so below, then the other one should be like this.
Right. Yep.
So,
and they distorted that with the rainbow too, with the flag for the LGBT blah 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 blah.
So when the reason, like I immediately went to this and I didn't understand what any of this was, because you can do anything, you guys. It's just an energy. It's a picture. I just do it. It's energy. I don't understand how people don't do it, but when you see my pictures, you'll understand. It's because I have more plasma activated, I think, in my body.
Yep.
But you have it too. It's just that I got tired of running around in here going, can anyone help me with this thing in here? And I just had to do it myself. And this really cool dude named Jesus, that's just my best friend. The one I know, not the guy on the cross, because everybody goes there every Sunday and they're doing this ritual thing that
Yep.
it's not, it's hurting, it hurts. It's not okay. At HERTZ is a frequency that causes harm to the body. And I'm not saying what it, I can only say what it did to me and what I was able to see. Okay.
Yep.
Because the one that I waited at the end foot of the cross, you guys, he rose 3 days later. Who didn't tell you the good news? What didn't you hear?
Yep.
You're stuck at this place with this body that's beaten and bruised and battered, and I've already been through the war. And I met this amazing dude named Jesus, and he showed me how to Christ out of this torture. He rose from the dead 3 days later. Nobody I know that is a Catholic talks about a risen Christ. Why only one day out of the year don't you put the crucifix up there with the bloody guy on it? And the other 364 days when I'm trying to get my energy up a little higher, there isn't a cave that's glowing white light that tells me my Savior's not there. Because after he came out of that, he came out and he said, I have to go. And if I don't go, you won't learn. But don't worry, I will send someone greater than me back for you. But it won't be a person. It'll be an energy field. It'll be a field. It'll be a field. It'll be a field. And it's called the Holy Spirit.
Yep.
And when the Holy Spirit
Yep.
touches you and you really allow that to happen, you guys, what happened in my pictures, I shattered this stuff off of me. These are eons of times of contracts that I never agreed to. Okay. The reason they're here in the field now is you didn't agree to them, but you played. So it just got, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. When you swear to show me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because until then, I cannot say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Why do you have to say that when you go into court? If you ask me to say the truth, I am going to say the truth. I was done. I was ready to walk in. No, wait, the whole truth. Wait, there's more than one truth here on planet Earth? Wait, and there's more, nothing but the truth? What are you saying? What? Start waking up and show me you're awake by asking these tough, hard questions, you guys. It's not going to be easy. Jesus said it wasn't. Go to John 15, pick up where he left off and gave you instructions. You were chosen. You didn't choose this. Someone told me I chose this. I thought I could create better than this. I would never choose children being harmed. I would never choose child trafficking. I would never choose lying politicians that are touching little children and acting like polyamorous animals in human bodies, which is exactly what they are. Because those people, they are split wide open and
The digital dollar Trojan horse known as FedNow has been stealthily deployed across U.S. bank accounts. It's positioned merely as a money transfer system by this administration, but insiders are already sounding alarms because lurking just beneath its surface level functionality, FedNow could well be the incarnation of the digital dollar Trojan horse. And this isn't just about rerouting trillions in transactions, folks. This is about placing your savings, your retirement directly under the microscope of those in power. I mean, can you imagine your entire life savings potentially at the mercy of a digital on-off switch? Even Bloomberg's #1 forecaster warns FedNow's purpose is to kill the US dollar as a paper currency. And Fox News also warned that the government can now finally eliminate cash and take away unspent digital dollars. But there's hope. Thanks to a loophole left by the previous administration, there's a shield to defend your wealth from this possible overreach. Thousands of Americans are already using it to fight back and safeguard their freedom, privacy, and financial future. And this exclusive digital dollar guide shows you a simple yet little known way to take advantage of this IRS-proof tax-free loophole. But time is running out. So grab your 100% free copy right now before it's too late. You owe it to yourself and your family to protect what's rightfully yours. Click below now to get your 100% free guide now.
other being can get inside of them. When
Yep.
you are divinely blessed and loved by Jesus, who never lied to me, he died for me, right? That's what they tell you. You tell that to a child, they're going to believe it. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, okay? It's all going to be the same to them. Why are we fracturing that out? That's how you can tell a truth and a lie. GAWD, God, lies all over the place. GPT chat is only giving you more of what you want to hear, you guys. That's exactly what you're getting. Your own lies back at you because you want more of it. You like it. You hit the little like button. God is doesn't care about any of this. It's watching everything that we're doing in this. White hat, black hat, y'all got to be a little more concerned about God watching you all. God. Because GAWD does watch you through every device you have and every friend you have.
Yep.
Okay, your frenemies. Your frenemies. Okay, I have one really good true friend, and I have lots of very amazing acquaintances. Okay, that we're all coming together, and when we all stand by each other, we don't try to be each other. We're very uniquely different. We're very respectful of each other's work as we're doing it, because there is a thread of truth that's running through all of what we're doing. We're all doing it a different way, because there isn't going to be this one thing, you guys. I don't do that. All for one and one for all. That sounds like the Three Musketeers. They made a candy bar out of them. They were so great. Okay. Anyway, let me take a break for a minute so you could talk.
Well, the through line, is love, and you either come from it or you don't. There is or there is not. That is it. When you talk about the duality in the paradox and what we have, that's also the universe. That's also presence. There's either light, love, or there is not, and that not is also a choice. And when we look at the through line of love through everybody's actions and standing together in their own unique, separate, God-gifted skills, talents, resources, and then a thirst and a quench for what is that knowledge, and then wanting to be able to share, here's a little bit more of the knowledge, that truth out there that helps other people band together, have questions, raise the awareness and the consciousness on the planet. This is something that we must all celebrate. And that is something to celebrate at this point in time, where we hear like, hey, it's the greatest time to be alive. It's always a great time to be alive overall. And especially at this point in time where we're seeing so much of the truth allowing itself to go and intermingle and also cross-collateralize itself upon people. It's really amazing in that venue. In that vein, excuse me, not that venue. The venues are different places and spaces, but in that vein and where we all are today, because that accelerates where we're going, which is toward your future that you came from, and then that peace, love, and harmony, which we can all have by a collective choice. That's my thought.
I was under there too long. Sorry, everybody. I had to straighten that out. I couldn't hide it on my face.
That's
As
great.
you were saying all that, though, I'm laughing because Aretha Franklin is dancing in my head singing R-E-S-P-E-C-T, because that's what we're doing. We need to have a little more respect for one another.
Yep.
Each of us has a little tiny dot. Remember that connect the dots, and when you got it all done, there was this thing to look at on the page,
Mosaic. It's a beautiful mosaic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tapestry.
Yeah. I have so many friends, when I started talking about this, my friend Carrie Cassidy, and I love her. She's just my rebel gene. I got that in me,
Nice.
But I respect her because I was showing her my pictures and stuff, and she's like, "That's not Kundalini," and you didn't do your Kundalini. I could tell by the look on your face. And I had to text her back, and I went, "Respected sister, I'm not showing you my Kundalini. That's not Kundalini you're looking at. That's my light. That's my plasma being."
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I respectfully accepted what she said to me, but I respectfully retorted back, because this is what I'm saying. You can't let people tell you, even though they're the specialist of whatever, you know, Kundalini awakening knowledge, if that's not what I'm doing here. So I ran around a lot with trying to show people something they didn't understand. So that's when I finally decided I just wanted to come on and talk about it to you, because nobody can explain it. Only I can, because it was for me. Everybody's light is different. It's like maybe one of the colors in the spectrum that they separated it all, but when you put it all together, it changes it. That's what I want to finish this. So when you turn these colors the opposite way, now you have a purple on the bottom and a red. So you got purple and red. When the two become one, the color palette changes. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying here, okay? Because it's all like, so now purple and red, they make that new color everyone's showing, that pink.
Magenta.
Yeah, that magenta.
Yeah.
Okay? But look, it's at the top and the bottom when you do it. So when the two become one, okay, so here, stagnant. Okay, movement is here because this is how you're wired. Going up and down. Okay, you're not doing this or doing this. That's not, energy is not the same. We're talking about energy here. So the two become one, it makes a whole new color palette. And because it's so powerful, it does that. And it makes the diamond. So you go from a heart to from a star to a diamond shape. We're talking sacred geometry here. Okay.
Sacred geometry.
So until I could take my energy and learn how to take my one part of myself and flip that energy upside down. I bought myself a chair where you stand on your head to do this, you guys.
Yeah.
And I would do it on the second patio and when we were in Florida over the water, because the water was moving.
Yeah.
It was so distorting to me. It was training me to let my water flow in two different directions in my body and unclog these two moving poles, because they tell you you have one and you don't. There's two of them, but they're not activated. So it's how I can be in 3D in this body. But when I do this and this, that light being came out.
Wow.
The one you see in the pictures.
Wow. Yep.
The one that we can't show yet, but we'll put them on there. Okay. And I was able to activate that.
There's just another one right here. There's energy.
That's plasma. Look, my head's almost gone. I mean, I'm departiculating, but this is when I am.
Yeah.
I just got done teaching one of my aerobics classes that I teach. I am an exercise specialist, but I say I'm an exorcist, and that's a joke. But when you exercise your body and you start moving around, you're actually massaging the endocrine system.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine being able to be in stillness and activate it with your mind when you're in the middle of a mall, or how about on a falling plane, that all of a sudden, as crazy as it sounds, but why not? You can keep the plane in the air because you know how to do this.
Amazing.
Okay, masters of their own energy field can do that. Most of us aren't, because we're running off of this.
This little known cholesterol particle makes LDL sticky, so it clogs up your blood vessels. It ignites harmful inflammation, and it can even cause blood clots as well. I'll share all the details about this deadly cholesterol particle in just a few minutes, but I know the real reason you're here is because you're looking for a solution that can lower your cholesterol numbers safely and naturally, without side effects. It's based on a centuries-old Japanese remedy. Clinical studies show this remedy can reduce that ultra-deadly cholesterol particle by 23%. Plenty of folks are already seeing promising results.
I started a month before seeing my doctor. He ran some tests, and when the blood work came back, my triglycerides were down, the HDL was up, and the LDL was down. Needless to say, my doctor was impressed and told me to continue doing what I was doing.
So if you're interested in a natural, God-given way to lower your cholesterol numbers, then keep watching this video.
System, the chakras, this whole system, when you change the color palette, you pop out of their system. Ronald McDonald, red, his shoes. We're going to talk the red shoe clan now, okay? We're going to talk adrenochrome and child trafficking. Why do they want you to get grounded in your root chakra? It's like I'm walking around in a bloody field all down here all day long, trying to
An anchor.
survival.
Yep.
None of that. That's all low levels. That's
Fight
low.
or flight survival.
Okay. You said the word love. Low oscillating vibrational energy. I was taught by
Wow.
Sandalphon and Metatron that oscillation and vibration are two frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn how to oscillate and vibrate so that you can be in the world and not of it. Oscillation is plasma. Vibration is this. So this is in the world, but I know I'm not. So I can be in the world matrix, and I'm using the two because the infinity symbol is a representation of two worlds, but we took it and made it the number 8. That's why I worry at 8 all the time. That vibration, that frequency, it's two worlds locked. We had to take the flow. The infinity symbol is open.
Yep.
It's infinite.
The great
You can go
circuit.
back and be in the world, go visit this lovely thing you did, get out, go read. That's what I do every night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a breath exercise. And Jesus is here, Mary Magdalene's here. Those are my helpers. People, do your own thing. Okay, I got some results here. I've gone to heads of churches. I've gone to counselors that are counselors for some of the highest people in the circus game out there. I don't want to say their names because I don't, Anyway, to get counseling for myself, only to be told after 4 sessions they didn't want to take my money anymore because there wasn't anything wrong with me. I was just really smart. So I sort of changed the focus a little. And instead of going into thinking I got help, I went in and I learned some techniques of ways that will allow me to be in the world and not of the world and not blow a gasket while I'm being, whack-a-mole over here in the world as we're trying to do this thing called work, which we shouldn't be doing work. We should be doing our joy. So when I can turn this into my joy in my pictures, that one where all the light, that's the glory of God overshadowing. It's a glow ray. I got it in pictures.
Yeah.
It's a glow ray. The glory of God. When you are in the glory of God, you will glow. People will see you coming. Okay, especially in the matrix. So you were told in John 15, prepare, because if the world hated me, Jesus is telling you this, it's going to hate you more. Why?
I dropped 2 demons today to that effect.
Yes.
As you're talking about glowing. And so I did my run, not joggers, doing my run. And 2 guys I've never seen before who are way out of place in the area you're aware of where I am, way out of place. And I noticed them up ahead walking down the street, and the guy just looks at me and spits, and immediately I'm claircognizant, so that's how I hear, see, feel, right? It just immediately I'm like 2 demons, perfect. And as I run by them, I'm like, buenos dias. Dios es primero, right? Say it in Spanish. And guess what? I went up about another 100 meters, no worries that anything's going to happen. And I turned around and look, and they were vanished, and the road was still straight. So these are 2 actual men with backpacks disappeared. And, there's kind of like homes lying a street, and I'm sure they weren't going to any of those homes and didn't belong. I just knew that. And I just wanted to enunciate that for the fact and the point that you're making, Tracy Joe, and that when your light is shining bright, they'll see you, but you can also departiculate it in that form or manner, if that makes sense.
Sometimes it sounds to me, I'm laughing because sometimes what happens is they're shocked you see them. It's because you flipped into a frequencies band that they're on that they don't let normal people get on.
Yeah.
You can't get on to a frequency band when you have all this stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And The other thing that I did that I thought was super important, and I only did it for myself,
Yeah.
was to break contracts. You got to break contracts, you guys. You got to break them. It's a private thing you do. You can print them out. I'm trying to find them. But like, it's really important. You don't have to get on social media. You don't have to do it in front of people. It's not nothing like that. If you're doing that, it is never going to work.
Yeah.
All of these things I've done are done in private, and they're done with, oh gosh, you know how it is, Brad. You get to these places of contemplation inside yourself and meditation, you know, and you could be in meditation for 4 days before you even come out of it, because it's just everything that you're eating and breathing, and you know what I mean? You're really trying to work through something, you know, and then the answer will come. It'll come for you.
Yeah.
But every time I've tried to go ask, tell me who I am, you know, what does this mean? You know, I know what these mean on my hands. I know what those mean, those M's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if you turn them this way, they mean they're W's.
W's, yeah.
They say the watchers have these.
Wow. Nice. Yeah.
But it's a frequency. It's just all what you want to. Some people don't, some people can't. This life, they don't even, it wasn't like this for them. Like, I don't want to wake the whole world. There's no need to. That's the part of the thing that keeps you from remembering who you are. So that you can get rid of the 9-drawer dresser that might still be there in 3D, but no longer has an effect on me.
And no effect on you, a hold over you. Yeah. Mom's
It's
not
crazy
checking it
that
for
it's
the
still,
clothes.
if you can walk right into your bed, nothing has changed here.
I know.
It's like a time capsule, but it's all departiculating. The whole town of Barstow is like departiculating.
Yeah.
It's funny because they have solar panels here, and then far enough away they have the big convection fans. And I tell you what, dude, if you've
man.
ever cooked in a convection oven, it's like you're in it. You
Yeah.
got this solar heat, and then you got those fans wherever they have seemed to put them in the valleys. And
Yeah.
they can direct that anywhere and then light a laser. You just got a fire anywhere you need, honey.
Oh yeah. Well, and those fans are also, you know, just the slow whoop of the
Oh, the
vibration
sound.
creates a very bad
Yes.
harmonic resonance that
Yes.
actually departiculates matter itself. I'm gonna have to turn on a light here in a second.
Yeah.
But it departiculates the matter itself. Oh, look at that! I'm departiculating away from the and yeah, and that's all done by design too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
there's a lot going on. There's a lot
Mhm.
going on.
Yep.
And it's really, it's just very exciting time for me. People are just being exposed,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're not really having to do much, and it's letting us get back to our own work. And that's why Life Waves like came into my world.
Yeah.
For a lot, for just being alive, you know, I don't know. These patches changed everything for me, you guys. They helped
Yeah.
me to be able to do this work.
Mhm.
I actually did this activation within myself before. What I couldn't do before LifeWave was I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
I couldn't speak. Like, it fell upon deaf ears. It was like throwing seed upon stone. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do it. And then something happened when I put this on, the
Mhm.
intensity and the intensity and the
There you go.
intensity. Yes.
Yeah.
The active.
Folks, something big is about to happen to this nation. This has nothing to do with wearing masks again or selling our farmland or other American problem. What's about to come is much worse. And what pisses me off is the mainstream media and Big Pharma refuses to talk about this. Because rising cholesterol is going to destroy this country faster than any war. So if you want to protect your loved ones, then listen closely. I have this secret video. It's completely free to watch, and I urge you to check it out on the next page. It will explain everything you need to know about cholesterol and what they're trying to hide from you. Go watch the video now before it's too late. God bless, folks, and stay safe.
Activation within, over time, and with dedication of putting that patch on every day for myself. People don't really do things for themselves. We do it for everyone else.
That's right.
That's the angels told me I wasn't doing any. There came a time when I was doing works of nothing because I wasn't taking time to receive anything. A giver is a bad receiver.
Yeah.
So I was only giving out this frequency, giving out. I couldn't receive, I couldn't learn because I wasn't receiving. My receiver, my amplifier. You're an amplifier and a receiver inside here, you guys. Okay? You're a speaker, you're a micro, you're anything that's out here, you are inside of here because none of this could have gotten out of here had they not taken the human body. First, they created it and then housed the light in it and then zipped it shut so you could never find it. But they know where they put it. And then they just ran programs on it through the color spectrum. So when we ignited the color, changed the spectrum, and then got out of what they could not control anymore, like Ronald McDonald, that's all red, yellow, white. It's the it's the 8 red crayons, the first ones they give you to color. They make you color yourself into these frequencies of light band.
Yeah.
And then you can't get out of them because you're lost in there. No one shows you. So when someone like me maybe activates and all I want to do is say, hey, why don't you just listen without any fear? Because if I'm making you fearful, you're afraid of me, and I'm not your enemy, and I'm not your frenemy. Okay. I'm God's daughter that really just wants an opportunity to share what I've been shown, because God said I could ask anything. Co-creation means being brave, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And that word makes me think about something going very wrong in my nation. Okay. This was the land of the free and the home of the brave. Okay. That is important. It's not the land of the free and the home of the brave anymore. It's the land of the free slave and the home of the brave chicken. This says nothing. Okay. And wants for everything and takes it. And doesn't care if his brother has it or not. And that's not okay.
Nope.
Okay. The reason we have the work ethic and people want to say, well, they don't want to work, but it's because it's not a sovereign system. The system isn't sovereign. Okay. I don't have a problem with someone who doesn't want to work. Don't work. I don't have a problem with someone that wants to work. Work. Personally, myself, you couldn't pay me to lay down and do nothing all day long. I can't. I'm not wired that way. I've got to be busy about doing. I think that we just need to sovereignty means that. Okay. So this used to be a sovereign land. It used to be a nation. And I'm going to get really vulgar right now because I'm going to drive this one home. Okay. When did my nation? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God. I pledge allegiance to the false flag of America, for which it stands one country after another, spreading its legs. Okay, I don't like the word country. I don't like it. It's an ugly word because it's 2 words, country. If anyone called me a cunt, I'd slap you. Why are you calling the greatest nation on this planet that was deemed sovereign, sacred, and holy? Why do you call it that? Because you have invaded it and turned it into that. We process and mill out of here. Think of what I'm saying, okay? It's a military industrial word, country. That doesn't even have any, the only thing about it, you know how much a uterus goes for, if we're going to call it that? I'm going to use the right word. $65,000 on the market. You can sell yours. You can sell your body parts. Girls can sell their eggs. They don't want to have kids, so they're doing it. It's unbelievable. $65,000 for 12 of them or something like that. These are real things that you can go out there on the internet and find. Why can't you go out on the internet and find ways of not that? You see that's the global awareness wireless device inviting you into its idea of what the world is. It wants you lazy. It wants you not having babies. It wants you not taking care of old people. It wants you just being a paper doll for Victoria's Secret. You know, whatever else you got. What is it? I don't know. I try to stay away from as much as I can. Sometimes I get props for the costume because I have to walk into their game. And if you don't have it, they are mean to you. They make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm gonna carry the Louis Vuitton purse. I don't like Louis Vuitton though. But I'm gonna carry it because when I'm in the world matrix,